practice in a squat. It's grounding down. This practice is going to go straight into a flow, so if you need more time to warm up, then take it. But this will be about a 20-25 minute practice. But if you do need more wrist mobility or movement through your spine, then please go back to my wrist mobility videos and spend some time or pause the video. It's more like a lunchtime practice, fun, playful, more so an intermediate flow. Rest as much as you need, do your best, have fun. Come down onto our hands and our knees, and we're just going to move our spine in a bit of a barrel roll. So fingers are spread wide. Start to bend into the elbows. Our elbow joints are really important into yoga. So fingers are spread really nice and wide, and then start to roll your spine around like a barrel. So we're getting movement into the joints of the shoulder, the fingers, the wrists, and of course the elbows, whilst working through our spine. Take it back the other way. As mentioned, I'm not going to be doing too much of a warm-up in this one. I most definitely have other videos that have warm-up series on there, wrist mobility, spine mobility, all of that. So it is so important that your wrists are warm before coming into any practice. So from that barrel roll, we're now going to tuck our toes and sort of duck dive under, and then angry cat. So similar to a cow cat, but getting a little bit more deeper into the elbow joint, the wrists and the spine. So duck dive, and then up and over. And we're tucking our toes so that we can get into those muscles that get forgotten about in the underside of our feet. Inhale to tuck, and exhale to round. Can we take it back the other way? So it's also really good to use our brain. It's a huge part of movement. If we just keep doing the same things over and over, then we're just going to get the same reactions and the same responses in our body over and over as well. So get uncomfortable. It's so important. There'll be minimal cues in this practice today. I want it to be fluid, fun, and playful for you. Let's now take ourselves around in a circle, so the arms are now straight. So just trying to move our body in 3 planes of movement here, our frontal, sagittal, and our transverse plane. So you kind of had my movement teacher say this, and it makes perfect sense. If you had like a paintbrush on your nose, and the tip of the paintbrush is on the ground, you'd be drawing a perfect circle. So let's take it back the other way. So you've got to engage your core for this to happen too. Never ever take your wrists anywhere that they don't want to go. Your body is your biggest teacher. Don't force it. Beautiful. Coming back to the toes, sitting back onto the heels if you can, interlacing the wrists and creating 10 circles with the wrist joint. One direction. So again, stretching into the feet here. It's great if you wear shoes. We were never ever designed for shoes. Change direction with your wrists. If you're having issues with your knees and your hips and your lower back, you really need to have a look at what's going on with your feet. Are you compressing them every day in a pair of shoes that they were never designed for? I'm going to give your wrists a bit of a shake out, and we're going to come straight into our downward facing dog. So we'll take this flow slowly first, and then with time we'll flow it out. So prepared to get all twisted in knots here. This is what this one is about, just getting a little playful, a little uncomfortable, but have fun along the way. Start to now just engage your breath over these next 3 rounds of breath. Just settle in, breathing in and breathing out. And any time in your practice, if you lose your practice of breath, we're losing the practice of yoga. We're moving out of present, and we're just going on autopilot, thinking about what's happening next, or going back to the should've, could've, and would'ves. Just let yourself arrive here. Right leg lifts, breathe in. Bend and open, exhale. Inhale, straighten and bring that right knee over towards that right elbow and pause. Nice, holding here in your plank pose. You can always drop that back knee down if you need. Really round the upper shoulder blades here. The joints are stacked. Bring right knee over to left elbow And then thread that right foot over to the left side, and we're going to stay right here with both of the hands down on the ground. I know it's tempting to want to lift up that left hand, but just stay for a moment or two. What can you feel? So we'll slowly take this into full on triangle. Start to spin onto the blade edges. Left hand lifts, breathe in. Lift up that left hip here. So squeeze your quads, press out of that base hand. Take a full breath in and start to open out into a straddle, kind of 45 degrees in the back of your mat. Take a full inhale, and then exhale, we're going to fold forward to your degree. 3 deep breaths here. So always in your practice, you do you. Said you're your biggest teacher, not me. So learn to listen to your body and modify what you need. One more full breath in, and a full breath out. So we're going to bring the right fingertips to face forward. So it's an external shoulder rotation on the right. Bend your left knee, press into the left sole of the foot. 3-legged dog, right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, slowly step the right foot outside the right hand, but take your time. Like really play with slowing it down in the transitions. Left hand down, right hand comes up, breathe in. As you exhale, walk yourself to the left. Spider lunge or skandasana. So bend your left knee, straighten your right. I've been moving a little bit this morning. I feel quite deep in my hips already. But please use your hands, stay upright if you need. Inhale, maybe lift up the right arm. Exhale, slowly. Find the front of your mat. Right foot faces forward. And then very slowly bring yourself into warrior 3. So hands to heart. Square off your hips here. And we really want to focus on that tripod of the foot. So not too much weight in the toes. There's about 60% in the heel and 40% into the balls of the foot here. Creating a really nice stable base. From here, inhale, start to lift up that left knee. And exhale, either holding the knee with the left hand or catch the big toe and then maybe open out. So standing leg balance. Doesn't matter what it looks like here. Like you can bend that left knee, bend your right knee. Just have a go. Yoga is a practice of imperfection and letting it be messy. And we're going to have fun here. We're going to bring that foot out in front and we're going to try and come down to a pistol squat. So you can flex that foot. You don't have to hold onto your feet, but maybe give it a go. Taking your time and seeing if we can land and hold it maybe for a moment. Well done. And then letting that foot come down. We're going to cross our right foot over our left and then bring the left leg under. So we've got the right knee lifted. Inhale, draw up your left hand, and exhale, we twist. So seated twist. I told you we'd be having a bit of a play here, and again, just do what you can, have fun with it, especially into this next shape. It's up to us what we hold on to. It's up to us if we hold on to a pose and we compare it and judge it with the person next to us or with ourselves. That's completely our choice, and that takes up so much wasted energy. So let yourself experience it for whatever it is and then let it go. So from here, we're going to come into an arm balance. We're going to bring the left elbow on the inside of the left knee, but we've got to lift ourselves up a little bit first here. So I like to use my hand to push up, bringing that left elbow on the inside of the right knee, right? And I make a bit of a shelf. Pull the right elbow inwards, round your spine like an angry cat, and then start to lift up, and you might find yourself into an arm balance here. Face plants are most definitely welcome. So taking one more breath wherever you are, and then slowly coming back. We're going to come back to that cross-legged position. Beautiful, with the right leg the right foot facing the front of the mat. So from here, we're going to find our way to a half moon. So you can use your hands or not. Try to get up. Be mindful of your joints as you slowly start to lift. And then start to lift up that left leg, left toes face out to the left. It's an external rotation. Now if you have a block, rest your right hand on the block. If you don't, do your best to balance. Left hand to hip, or maybe that left hand comes up. You may or may not want to straighten your right knee. Take a full breath in, warrior two. Take your time, experience the transitions. There is so much goodness between the shapes. Again, looking for that sense of fluidity and softness. Experience 3 breaths here. If you were to look down at your right knee, you should be able to see your big toe. It's an external dip rotation. Breathe. Inhale, flip the front palm in reverse. And exhale, slowly cartwheel down. And then find your way through vinyasa. I'm going to go from down dog, ripple through to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, pause at elbow height. Inhale, press back up. And then knees, chest, chin, upward facing dog, inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a rest whenever you need, but again, this is a shorter practice, so I'm going to keep moving. Left leg lifts, inhale. Bend and open, exhale. Slowly bring left knee towards left elbow, pause. Slowly guide it over to the right, keeping your shoulders stacked, and then thread the foot through, stay in plank. So that again, there's so much goodness right here. If you press down into both of the arms and they're straight, you're going to feel your left obliques really fire. Slowly start to open up into your fallen triangle. Breathe in, legs are squeezed. And exhale, start to open out into your straddle. Ooh. Take a full breath in, sweating already, and exhale. Fold forward to your degree. You have 3 delicious breaths here. Breathing in, fill up, expand. Breathe out, soften and let go. Don't force it, just land wherever you land. It is perfect, exactly where you are. Alright, inhale, slowly come up. This really fun little move, let's call it our twister. We're going to bring that right foot in, so bending the right knee. Left fingertips must face the front of the mat, so there's an external rotation into that left shoulder. Now round your spine as you come up, inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, slowly step left foot outside left hand. The more you round your spine, the more space you have to create that movement from your foot and the back to the foot at the front. Inhale, start to peel open. Stay for your exhale. Looking down, slowly walk yourself to the right. Use your hands or not. Skandasana, spider lunge. And again, I've been moving a fair bit this morning. I'm quite open. But if you need to stay higher, stay higher. Breathe in, lift up the left arm. And we're going to find our way to that warrior 3. So very slowly, try not to launch. Your body is amazing to helping you feel where it needs to be without a rush. Flex your back foot, hands to heart, belly to spine. So from this warrior 3 position, take a full breath in. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, guide the right knee up slowly. And then exhale, open. You can either hold onto the knee or the big toe and let yourself be messy and playful. Breathe. So you might have noticed I am in a beautiful space. I'm at Alicia Wellness Retreat in the Hunter Valley in Newcastle. And if you are in Australia, of course, get yourself here. It's such a great space to be. Go look it up. I'll put the link in the bio. Now we're going to come down through that pistol squat. And again, have a play. We want to get uncomfortable here. So maybe you just float that leg out in front. We're going to try and hover it for a little bit at the bottom. And then land yourself down. Well done. So we're going to bring the left sole of the foot over. And bring that right foot tucking in. Right arm lifts and exhale, we twist. So looking over your left shoulder, the spine is really nice and long here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, take one more breath in. And a breath out. We've got that funky arm balance. Feel free to give it a go. We have to lift ourselves up first though. So keep the legs exactly as is, right elbow on the inside of that left knee. Create a bit of a shelf, fingers spread wide, rack your left elbow inwards, and then maybe start to tip forward, kind of really tangle up in a bit of a knot here. And then maybe those feet go out, point the toes, squeeze the quads, maybe you face plant, and then coming back to exactly where we were, finding those crossed over legs. Woo, left toes face forward. So adjust on your mat if you need to, making sure your left foot is directly forward. That's going to help you get into your half moon. Now, hands or no hands, slowly start to make your way, feel into your balance. Left hand down, right hand up. You can leave your right hand on your hip, you can look to your right, you can fall. Take a moment here to notice just how powerful that structure of the foot is. So using all our stabilizers, working in and around the ankle, the Achilles, into the calf, which all support the knee joint and the hip joint. Take one more breath. Slowly find your warrior two. There's no rush. And then settle for 5 breaths. I always like to let my shot, I like to just take my time here. So feeling into the shape first from the ground up. There's no weight in my left toes. I'm really pushing down through the left heel of the foot. And then I'm pushing out of the blade edge of the right foot. So I should be able to see my left big toe with my eyes by keeping that left knee nudging open. Inhale, flip and reverse. And exhale, cartwheel down to the ground. Downward facing dog, or go through your version. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, low plank, pause at elbow height, belly tucks in. Inhale, press back up. And then knees, chest, chin, upward facing dog. Breathe in. And then sink back over your heels. Child's pose. Let your forehead rest down. I've just got my head up a bit to talk. Take one more full breath in. And a breath out. Let's flow that little one out, 2 breaths. But when we flow, let's make it almost like a dance. So not focusing on the poses as much, but in the space in between. Downward facing dog. I'm just going to call the shapes. I want you to just move as you want to move. Enjoy this beauty that we have in our bodies to be able to do this. Enjoy how it makes us feel without holding on to how it looks. Yoga is an internal practice, it's not aesthetic. So really enjoy the ride and just be completely accepting of exactly where we're at, searching for imperfection, not perfection. Right leg lifts, breathe in. Bend and open, exhale. Right knee, right wrist. Slowly over to the left. Forward triangle. Enjoy the transition. Breathe in. And as you exhale, open out, straddle. Full breath in. And exhale, fold forward. Take a full inhale. And a full exhale. Slowly make your way back to 3-legged dog. Right fingertips face forward. Bend the left knee, and how slowly you lift yourself up. Inhale, right leg lifts. Knee to nose, slowly step right foot forward. Take your time. Our world outside of here is fast enough. Breathe in, right arm lifts. Spider lunge to the left. Inhale, right arm lifts. Warrior 3 or handstand. Your choice. Maybe a kick or 2. If you stuck it, you stuck it. If you didn't, like me, all good. Just bring the knee up. That was your experience. Inhale, lift up the knee, and exhale out to the side. We get too caught up on a pose or a shape like I used to. We completely miss being present and being right here and experiencing the rest of the practice. So slowly through your pistol squat, take your time, maybe hover if you've got it at the bottom for a moment or 2 or 3, use your core, and then sitting down, right foot over left, bend back that left knee, left arm lifts, and we twist to the right. Full breath in. As you exhale, shift forward, wrap left elbow on outside of right knee, right elbow tilts inwards, come into maybe a balance. Just for one breath, take a full breath in. As you exhale, come back to a cross-legged position. Right toes face forward, full breath in. And then exhale, make your way, however you get there, to half moon. So we're going to work on the legs on this one. We're finding out, me too, don't worry, I'm feeling it. Full breath in, warrior 2. Take your time. So you can see there's no stagnancy or rigidity between any of the shapes. From warrior 2, breathing in, flip in reverse. And breathe out, cartwheel down and float. However you'd like to do that. And I've been working through this down dog to half a push-up. Back up to high plank. And then knees don't have to touch. They can if you want to. Knees, chest, chin. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Last side through, left leg lifts, inhale. Bend and open, exhale. Left knee to left wrist, shoulders are forward. Keep the shoulders there, over to right wrist. Slowly moving into fallen triangle, breathe in. And open out, sit down, straddle, forward, fold. Breathe out. Full breath in. Full breath out. From here, let's have a little bit of fun. We're going to bend that bend the right knee. Left hand faces the front. Curl your spine. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, how slowly. Left foot outside, left hand. Let it be difficult. Right hand down, left hand up, breathe in. Slowly exhale, spider lunge to the right. Continue to move, breathe in. Alright, warrior 3 or handstand. Take where you need to be, move slow, feel. So a couple of breaths here, maybe play. Beautiful, one more breath in, slowly come back up, inhale. On your exhale, right knee goes out to the side and pause. Remember, it's not about the shape, it's just about the journey along the way. And then coming back through that pistol squat variation, holding on or not, your choice. Play with your body here, explore, get curious. Make it difficult, hang out in the difficulty and then let it go. Woo. Left foot over, right leg, curl that in. Take an inhale, right arm lifts and exhale, twist. We choose what we cling to. If I choose to hang on to that handstand or how it looked for the rest of my practice, I'm taking up precious energy. From here, get yourself up a little bit, right elbow on the outside of the left knee, fingertips down, left elbow spins inwards. Maybe your feet lift, maybe you spread them apart, take a full breath in, and then slowly come back. Left toes face forward. We're nearly through it. However you get there, half moon. So explore the journey along the way. Find out how your body likes to move in space. Moving three-dimensionally as much as possible. Take a full breath in your Ardha Chandrasana. And then warrior 2, take your time. So experience this space in the middle where we lean forward to step back. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, flip and reverse. And finally, cartwheel down to the ground. Step back, downward facing dog, and pause here. Drop your forearms down to the ground, a little bit extra here, dolphin, down, dog. So great shoulder mobility, fantastic for strengthening the shoulder joint. And you want to keep your wrists in line with your elbows here, so we're kind of making like an 11 shape. Breathe in, breathe out. I haven't done one of these for a while. We'll see how we go. So maybe you come forward and maybe lift up one leg. And again, if the little practice is there, have a play. If it's not, don't force it. This used to terrify, it still does. Terrifies the shit out of me. But we need to do things that are out of our comfort zone every day. Taking a full breath in and exhale, child's pose, is when we come from a place of ego and force that we get injured. But if it feels right, go for it. You are the only one that can tell yourself that, not anyone else. And it's called listening to ourselves, tuning in, having a somatic experience with our emotions, our feelings, and of course our body. Our body is the first one to tell us what we can and cannot do in that moment. Take one breath in, stay for the exhale. Slowly flop over into your back. We'll end this practice with a happy baby pose. Just like we did at the start in the squat. Bring the knees wide, draw the knees down to the ground, catch the bottom of your feet. If that's not accessible, catch the ankles. Be totally okay with where you are without the need for more. Close down your eyes, rock side to side. If we are constantly searching for something more, our pose to be different, our weight to be 5 or 10 kilos lighter, when we have the perfect job or the perfect husband or wife, we have the perfect lifestyle, a certain amount of money, our tummy looks like this, I promise you, you're always going to be searching. So if you are always searching, you'll always be looking. So learn to be content with what we have right now, and that's called gratitude and appreciation. And when you have that vibration, then more of the same will come to you. Slowly bring your knees together, just give yourself a little hug. Let the knees just fall to the left, a very simple supine twist, arms out to a T, and look to the right if that's okay with your neck. But if your neck doesn't like that, then don't do that because I just said so. Bring your neck back to the center. Your body is different from any other body, and it's up to you to make the choice to listen to what you need. If we force, bring the knees back to the center and exhale to the other side. If we force our bodies into a position that doesn't work for our bodies, we're going to break. We are just like nature, and nature gets by and does its thing with absolutely no force. Everything is accomplished, they say. We are exactly the same. Be patient and enjoy the ride. Rather than search for the goal or the end result, be completely content and accepting of where you are at right now. This is it. Come up to center and then land in your Shavasana. Legs extend, palms open, shoulders by the side of the body. Breathe in and breathe out. You are now here. What is it like to experience this moment? Give yourself permission to stay. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. Let yourself be still. For they say it is in the stillness that we are able to hear. gentle awareness. Take a moment to know how you feel and to honour and to call out how you feel in your mind and to notice what you feel in your body. That is called presence, recognizing, becoming aware without trying to change it or fix it, just let it be. Allow. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers and say thank you to your physical body. And really mean it. So thank you to your bones, your skin, your muscles, your joints, everything without resistance. Let yourself feel immense gratitude for your body here. And then bending one knee and just roll into your favourite side as you give yourself permission to receive some loving kindness. That might be to your physical structure, it might be to your mind, or it might be to your heart. And all three of those we need to look after to find equilibrium. So our mind, our body, and our spirit, our heart, need every single bit of equal attention every single day. Slowly come up to seated. Take a moment here to pause. Take a breath in. And a breath out. And we're going to do that one more time, really, really slow, this time with a held space at the top. So breathe in fully for the count of 8. Take a huge pause at the top. And exhale slowly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands to your heart and honour this space of your spirit, your heart. Ask yourself the question, what is it that I need today? Bring the thumbs towards the mouth as you honour and respect the words you say to yourself, or these words create the house you live in. And then the thumbs to the third eye as you pay attention to your thoughts and honour them, step away from them and understand that they are not you. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you everyone. I hope you enjoy that little flow and sequence. I'd really appreciate if you could jump on and press the subscribe button. It helps me to help you. And let me know in the comments too what you guys want to see. So I did get a few requests for like a strong flow. So that's what that one is about. But as always, warm up your wrists with my wrist mobility videos and also get into your spine. And don't forget about your feet. Your feet are your key to our grounding, to how we balance, to how we move. So if we're putting them in shoes, then we're probably creating some tension into the knees, the hips and the spine because we're compressing all the feet together and not giving them much space. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you could follow those links. I've got the connections down below for those videos. And like and subscribe and share this. And again, let me know how you go and what you'd like to see on the next video. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Have yourselves a right day.